Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes. Oh, and along with Jenny and Mage, today we have Mom Nita with us.
Hi, guys.
No.
And, okay,
There's
about
Jenny.
a 5-second delay to YouTube, I think.
Mm.
And let's see who we have in the side chat. Nerdy Rodent, Hoppy Bunny, Mark Caesar, Commander 401. Oh, yeah, so Mom Nato and I are both ready to fall asleep here, so.
Oh, yes. I don't know that I'll stay long. Oh, but I wanted to at least drop in and say hi.
Yeah. I've gotten now a total of 5 hours for the last 2 days combined.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm still suffering from vertigo issues, so when I am up and about, trying to do stuff like fill out paperwork is extremely difficult to read.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So I spent like 6 hours doing paperwork for my mom's retirement paperwork and death benefits and beneficiary paperwork. And the whole time my head's going woo like that. Oh, I shouldn't do that too often. So what would it take me only an hour and a half took me about 6 hours because it's like, what is that saying? Oh, that's so confusing. Yep. I have to reread everything more than once.
Yeah, I know what you mean on the comprehension there.
Yeah.
Thank you about the dinosaur there, NJ.
Hey, Amiga Nuts. Wait, what did NJ say about the dinosaur? Oh, okay, there. Yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble focusing myself, and the text is a little difficult for me to read.
Mm.
I've been trying to figure out what else Molly may be mixed with.
Did you do one of those genetic things for the dogs?
No, but I do want to do that eventually. I've been looking through a dog breed site that has a list of different mixed breeds for beagles.
Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button.
No problem. We have people doing that all the time on the show.
Well, I was trying to check something, and it's like, wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. What?
Oh. Nerdy, you're giving away my secret.
This beagle Sheltie looks pretty close to what she looks like.
Yes, and today's title theme is It's Clean Your Room Day. So I am making other people aware of this holiday, but I have no intention at all of observing it myself.
Okay, I still have so much stuff on my dining room table. Most of it's stuff that I've brought over from my mom's house that I'm trying to find spaces in my house so that, I don't lose stuff that's important to me.
You've got a special situation.
Yeah.
Just tell us that your Christmas tree stuff is gone.
Oh, it is. It's put away.
My house is how my house got messed up.
I found stuff that was unexpected. I was looking through a 4-tier cabinet. It's just drawers that you would store stuff like silverware and stuff in. And I found paperwork from my grandfather, including his conceal and carry permit from Illinois. And I found his Navy discharge paperwork from November of 1945. So, and I also found, surprisingly enough, it was really like, wow, to find it. I found the original loan paperwork for this house from when they bought it.
Well, that's kind of cool.
1977. Has all of the original information on the property, and it cost $37,000. My house is now worth about $200,000 because of market prices going up. So I'm sitting here going, wow, okay. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
My dad bought his house or our house in 64,
Mm-hmm.
and it was for 15,000.
Oh, that's
Brand
it's
new,
really
brand new,
yeah.
freshly built.
Well, this house was built in, I think, 1964, but I don't know if anybody lived in it before my grandpa bought it. Probably, I would think so, but maybe not. But we're going to have to sell my mother's house once it finishes going through probate. And the estimated sale price on that Zillow, I guess it is, where they sell homes online. Oh, there goes a flyby tornado. They said it was worth $292,000.
I do kind of question just how accurate that Zillow thing is.
Yes, tornado, they see you. They see your flapping arms. All right, go away.
Hello.
That would be Purple Jenny and with an M and Mage Wolf.
Send me the winky.
It's on Twitter on Lavender's DM group. You can find it.
Okay, you guys streaming right now?
Yes.
Is
Go
Lavender
on. No, she's in the hospital again. Go on. And that is half the reason why I'm worn out all the time.
Yep, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the house I grew up in, I have no idea what it
okay.
cost, but my
All
father
right.
actually built it.
Give him here.
Let's
Oh.
go off the floaty tag.
Oh, everyone meet Sylvester. Hey,
Ah,
this is our new putty cat. Yes, hello. And his
So-
bell. Okay, come here.
So what you're saying is you need to get a yellow canary named
Come here.
Tweety, huh?
Can I hold you? Yeah. Ah, but this is how calm and mellow he is. Yeah? At least for a little bit.
what did
Hello,
Tweety
Putty
say
Cat.
when he let Sylvester in from the blizzard?
I don't know. What did he say?
I thought I'd thaw a putty tat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sylvester is very much an attention whore. He's like, must be in somebody's lap 24/7.
Yeah, Molly's been a Velcro dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sammy has been like that a lot more lately, and it's
Okay.
part of what's convincing me that I need to get a companion for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
Oh, on the upside, I finally figured out how to keep
Oh.
Molly still long enough to work on her nails.
Uh-huh. No, you
As-
can't rub on the microphone.
I just have to put her on my lap first and give her treats.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to take Sammy into the groomer to get his nails trimmed. He won't let me do it. He just won't let me hold his paw long enough. And I'm afraid if he jerks at the wrong time, that I'm going to wind up cutting it too deep.
That's the reason why I got the grinder.
Yeah, grinder
don't-
will allow you to do it without having to cut. It just files them down. It's like a fingernail file.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what I've been using on Molly.
I had
Right.
gotten one of those for my fiance's cats,
Mm-hmm.
and well, just they were too freaked out by the noise. They would never let me use it.
Yeah, the one I got was like supposed to be like super quiet.
Yeah,
Which one
well,
did
the
you
one I
get?
got claimed it was too, but it was still, and cats do have a more sensitive hearing than we do, so even if it seems really quiet to us, it may have a higher pitch that we can't hear.
Yeah.
I had an odd random thing happen the other day.
Oh?
Yeah, just coin someone gave me. that they apparently thought was a quarter because it's
Mm-hmm.
the same size in silver.
Right. Was it
Turned
half
out to
dollar?
be a Chinese 1 yen piece,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which I checked on the currency exchange and is apparently worth nearly $7.
Nice.
Really?
So I'm just wondering where I'm supposed to go to turn that in to get American money for it.
Maybe a local bank?
No, local banks don't exchange currency.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know if your average bank would do that.
Maybe the post office? Seems like an odd place, but they might.
Your bank could tell you where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
just really weird to happen to run into that.
One of the things we found in my mom's stuff was Sacagawea coins. So, one for each one of us kids.
I have a couple of U.S. silver certificates that my dad got just
Oh.
after World War II.
Those are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah, I don't really, I've never been like a collector like that, but I do have a little collection of just odd money.
I know I
Just
have some
various foreign
somewhere.
coins and that I've randomly run across over the years.
Mm-hmm. I have some that I can't tell what they are. They're so old. You can't. Some of them are so worn out. The only thing they're worth is the money they're made out of. So.
Let's see
Yeah,
here.
well, that's all the ones I have. They're all very well circulated, or most of them are. So I don't expect they're really worth anything to collectors.
Banks,
Right.
banks, credit unions, and online currency exchange bureaus and converters provide convenient and often inexpensive currency exchange services.
I thought a bank would do it.
Okay. Another odd piece I found that was actually something I found in the park as a child.
Mm.
That it must be one of those things that was like done as a Franklin Mint collector's coin or something, because I can't really find any record of it. But it's a
Okay.
Kennedy $50, but it's in gold leaf.
You might want to take that to a coin collector and see if it's worth anything.
Look up idiots' names. Marshall Islands. Marshall Islands mints coins for value that's nothing to us, but something to them. Covering a lot of different American historical events and stuff. Moonshot, space station, space shuttle, Mercury, or Apollo, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but this one couldn't have been done from a place like that because it's the actual exactly the same as the Kennedy $50 from the 60s.
Sure.
So if somebody else had tried to make it other than the U.S. Mint, that would have been considered counterfeiting.
Hi, Slop Girl. How you feeling?
Hello.
No.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
You're a little bit quiet, but we hear you.
Well, I don't know what to do. I have to talk a little louder.
Yeah.
she's
Well,
perfectly
if you could
fine
get the
with me.
microphone any closer to your face would help.
This is as close as it goes, babe.
Okay.
Have you tried surgical implantation?
Let's
Hey,
see.
Abe. Oh. Ow.
The hearts button, huh? Cute.
I need to figure out how to turn my camera off.
Oh, that's always fun. There should be a camera turn off.
Actually,
in
soft
the
girl. Wait, soft girl.
Yo.
If you click on yourself to click on the Leaf Studio and the screen they'll bring you to just before this,
Right.
just under your picture, there'll be buttons with the microphone and the camera icon.
All right, I'll
So
go
then
out and come
click on the
back in.
camera icon until it turns red, and then come back in.
Actually, I don't even think you even need to go in and out to do that. Let's see.
Well, you used to be, but yeah, I guess that.
Well, there's also at the
Screen
very
red.
bottom
Yeah,
of the screen where it says Leave Studio, there's also a button that says Camera.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if everybody had that or if that was only on the moderator display.
Stop camera. See? Stop camera.
Okay,
Start camera.
Yeah. Boop.
there we go. Now you're back with just your taco avatar.
Tacos! I've been thinking about getting tacos. I haven't had tacos since the pandemic.
We just had
Mm.
tacos on Cinco de Mayo.
Or since before the pandemic.
Okay. Oh, what is your issue?
Well,
I'm
I
sure
do have-
everybody can hear him now.
And I do have a Taco
Yeah.
Bell within almost walking distance, so
All right, come here.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
hear you, Sauce.
it's
Come
weird. My
here,
headphones
Sylvester.
said power off again, but they're working.
Oh, okay, come here, baby.
We
All
hear you.
right. There
I'm
you
actually
go.
just before we came live, Mom Nato was asking how you were doing, so why don't you give everyone an update?
Well, they started me on a new chemo because the last one didn't work, so I didn't get remission.
Mhm.
And this one's interesting because I get a pump. that
Right.
They pump it in for 24 hours, and then they go back and they remove it. But I get to
Right.
bring it home. And the side effects aren't as bad as they made it seem.
Oh, well, that's
I'm-
good.
I'm really tired all the time. I sleep like always.
Mhm.
But other than that, it's good. My hair is actually starting to grow back.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. So all we can do is hope for remission again. I go back in like after the third cycle to get another CT scan and
Mhm.
see what the tumors are doing. Hi, Molly.
Yep.
She's adorable.
I
Or is that a doggable?
got her sleeping here at my feet. I wore her out before the stream started.
That's a good idea.
So
Yeah.
she picked up a parasite from your garden. Would that be a Molly ringworm?
Oh, my.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
that's terrible.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Ugh.
Hmm.
It's really bad.
That's-
As I was listening to horror stories from pet
Mm.
groomers, and one of them was talking about how they were using the high-powered blow dryer on a dog, and a bunch of worms came out of the dog's butt and got into their hair.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah,
Makes me glad that Sylvester was wormed before we bought him.
Uh,
But he was at the local pet store. They sold him for $35. He was already wormed, rabies, vaccinated, and neutered, so that wasn't a bad price.
Yeah,
Ow,
that's.
ow, 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 claws.
I think that was the same that we paid for Sammy's son and Petunia
Mhm.
each from the shelter.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, that cost it covered their vet visit and made sure that they
Mhm.
had all their vaccines and were spayed and
Yeah.
neutered.
Yeah,
Mage, Mage, I'm glad you're here, so we can have at least two of us that like dogs.
Well, I like dogs
I like
too.
dogs.
I love dogs. I just
My-
don't think it's fair to have a dog in a small apartment.
Well,
depends on the dog.
And I can't have a dog because with the MS and the chemo,
Yeah.
I can't walk it.
No, I don't know if
And
you
I can't
heard,
litter box
Jenny.
train one.
We actually had to put my dog Shadow down in October.
Oh,
Yeah, my 80-pound Labrador German Shepherd mix. He couldn't get up on his own anymore.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he was fine once he was up, but he's wanting out constantly, and he was whining because he was in pain. So we chose the best option for him. But he was almost 15 years old. So
Yeah.
He'd had a long life.
It's always very difficult to decide when is the right
Mhm.
time to let go.
Well, and then of course in March my mother passed away, and less than a month later my last pet Loki passed away. So when we saw Sylvester, was an outdoor cat, he was abandoned by somebody, but he was obviously an indoor cat originally. But they abandoned him outside, and somebody found him, and she was feeding him, and she was going to bring him inside, but he'd been on the outside for so long that he was territorial,
Hey, Skits.
and he's a one pet household now. He will attack other cats. So
Oh,
she couldn't keep him, so she took him to the local pet store in town, and we found him like 3 weeks after he came into the pet store. So, and it was like, he loves to be petted, he loves to cuddle, he loves having his belly rubbed, and he loves brushing. So, and he talks a lot. Right? If you're not holding him, he will sit there and he will meow and he'll go brr, 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 wanting attention. So,
yeah, my Petunia's a solo cat.
yeah.
She's like,
Oh.
this is my house. I just let you live here and have Purple clean the box.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the dog on the left here is a Beagle Italian Greyhound mix. I'm
Oh
trying to see if
my.
That's
I think that
different.
there's possibility for what Molly is. So I'm trying to figure out here. And this is
No.
a
No,
Beagle
Molly's got
Sheltie.
Beagle in her.
Yeah.
Molly
If you-
definitely has Beagle, but she looks closer to the Sheltie than the Greyhound. Her legs are too short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
The shortest
Molly's
Beagle,
kind of
though.
thicker in the body. The Greyhound is much slimmer.
Right. You know what she might be, and it's
I think there's more than one thing there too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
she's
quite
in it.
possible you got 4 or 5 different things mixed up together.
Yeah.
looking at her feet, the way they are kind of broad, she might be a Basset Beagle mix.
I
I
don't
was
know.
thinking Corgi.
Or Corgi, yeah.
I
Definitely.
You're always
I could see
thinking
Corgi.
Corgi.
no.
Her legs aren't thick enough for Corgi, though. But that could be
I was
something
thinking.
else.
I was thinking possibly some pointer in there.
Maybe with her tail.
My son had a Beagle Cocker Spaniel mix.
Oh, I
Mix.
had
They're called Bockers.
a baguette, I guess you'd call it. It's a Beagle Basset cross,
Ah,
and when she barked, she'd go bow woo 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 woo, bow woo 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 woo.
yeah. They got the howl.
Yeah, and then if you got her really going, she'd go bow woo, bow woo.
Yeah.
And she had the long ears that dangled down to her elbows.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
So,
the best.
yeah.
My husband and I actually took a test to find
Mhm.
out what kind of dog had the temperament for us. It was
Mhm.
a Basset Hound.
Yeah.
They
Well,
basically like to just lay around, go to the bathroom, come in, lay down.
yeah, but they're loud when they
Yeah,
bark.
they
Oh
howl.
my goodness.
Yeah, Beagles
And-
are very vocal, pragmatic.
Beagles and Bassets, and if you raise them with other dogs, you have to keep a second pet or they will become destructive. So,
Now, that wasn't true with Pika.
oh, you
Pika
got
was not
lucky.
destructive.
Yeah,
But I think part of that was the Cocker Spaniel.
probably. With a Beagle Basset mix, if you have them with other dogs, you have to have another dog because we ended up, the people who lived with us moved out and they took their dog with them. and she started destroying our curtains trying to get outside to go be with the other dog.
Well, anyway, the one on the left now is a Beagle Pointer mix.
Yeah, I can see the legs.
That does look a lot like Molly.
yeah.
Just the coloring's different.
Especially the shape of the muzzle looks very similar
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I have seen Molly do some pointing before with on
Yeah,
on
it's
walks.
possible she's got some pointer in her.
Yeah. Yes, are you comfy now?
I want a combination bulldog and Shih Tzu.
Well, we had been looking
at the
at
bullshit.
yeah. Yeah, no, we were looking at dogs before we found Sylvester, and I just couldn't find one that would get along with cats. And then so I stopped looking, and then of course Loki passed away, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll look for another dog then. And we went into the pet store that day and we saw Sylvester, and it was like, oh. And Tornado was like, Mom, can we have him, please? Please, Mom, he's so sweet. So I was like, okay, fine. And he weighs almost 15 pounds. So I'm wondering if he's got some Maine Coon in him or something like a Persian, because he's got really long hair. He's not a short-haired cat. And
my Coon needs the long hair, and she weighs 19 and a half pounds.
Yeah.
She
Why
is a
is it?
big girl.
Yeah. Well,
but she's not fat.
Oh no, he's not fat. You guys saw him when I picked him up. He is heavy. He is solid.
Yeah, my second cat was like that. He obviously had the regular tabby in him, and he also had Siamese in him, but he had must have had something else because he ended up growing to be around 20 pounds.
Yeah, if you look at him, he is not a small cat. He's a very big,
long with the big honking toes.
He has got just a barrel chest, and he's got a barrel stomach. Yeah.
And I got a bonus with Petunia.
Oh.
I didn't realize it until I brought her home, but she's also polydactyl.
Oh, how sweet.
Yay.
Well, he has what I call a dog spot on his right shoulder, right side of his neck and stuff. I don't know if you all are watching the camera, but if he's on his left side, he will scratch like he's a dog. Let me see if I can get him to turn around. Come here. Turn around, buddy. Come here. Oh, I know you don't want to, but look at the size of him.
There we are.
Okay, are you happy now? You're going to totally block me out. But yeah, I mean, just look at the size of him.
It's the kitty show.
It's the kitty show, yeah. Come here.
Diana should get on here, and her and Sylvia can talk to each other.
There we go. Oh, okay. Let's see if he'll do it. Yeah, see? He has a dog spot.
Yeah.
You want to say hello to everybody? No? You'll look at him though, huh? Oh, he saw the cat. He saw himself on camera. He's like, no, Mom.
My Petunia, if you scratch her butt, she makes this funny noise, that chewing thing with her mouth. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, can I put you down now? He's like, no, Mom. Oh my God, you're so heavy. Oh.
Yeah, Demon Orb, when I was living in New York, I re-domesticated 3 cats from the feral colony.
Uh-huh.
One of them was never tame enough to actually, come into the house. So I just made a cat flap in the garage door and was sharing my shop with him.
Oh, my. Well, and I love having cats, but I miss my dog. Oh, Shadow loved to bark.
Yeah, well, that's, I would definitely have a dog, but I really feel I need a yard to have one.
Mm-hmm.
And among other things, it's like, I have never had a regular schedule at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I would kind of need, to have a doggy door so the dog could go out himself when he needs to, because I can never be
Right.
sure when I'm going to be asleep.
Yeah. Well, Shadow, I had him since he was 8 weeks old. So, he was trained that if he wanted out, he would come up to us and he'd start whining. It's the only time he ever whined. And then he'd walk to the door if we weren't paying attention. And then he'd walk back to us. So he was trained, tell us when you want out. So, and we're lucky enough the last 6 years of his life, he actually had a yard to run around in. We didn't have to walk him. So that was nice. But our floors in this house are terrazzo flooring, which is basically concrete with little bit flecks of stone in it, and then it's polished. So it was really hard on him as he got older. And I have new curtains up in my living room, so I don't have all that bright light coming through anymore when
But
I'm
you have
on
a
the
cat,
show.
so that ends the curtains.
No, he actually does not get on the windowsills. He would prefer to be in somebody's lap than be on the windowsills. So that's actually good.
when we moved here to where we are,
Mm-hmm.
Purple actually built me a shelving unit that goes
Mm-hmm.
under the windows,
Oh.
so the cat has a place to jump up and look out the
Mhm.
window.
Yeah.
And now
Yep.
that I can have the window open, it's been warm enough lately. She's
Yeah.
just love it. She's up in that window all day.
I did
That's
that in
good.
both of our apartments. Basically,
Mhm.
just extended the windowsill out to be a foot
Yeah.
wide.
And then
So
he
for
built,
Sammy, I've got an
mine.
old chair pad sitting up there right by the section of the window that I keep the blinds pinned back so he can always go
Mhm.
up and lay in the sunlight.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough. I have a sun porch that's a screened-in room. So if Sylvester wants to go outside, he'll start meowing constantly. I mean, he's actually being relatively quiet right now. I'm surprised.
Well, she made it into a really nice storage unit for me.
Mm.
It takes all those cloth baskets.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of,
I have yarn to store like you wouldn't believe.
Aha. I will be right back. I need to check on my plants that's outside. I'll be right back. Are you gonna lay there? Okay, that works.
Hey, Logan.
Oh, nerdy. Your jokes are horrible today.
Oh man, that really is bad. So why did you pick today's theme?
It just happened to be one on the holiday list that I don't think I'd done before. Having done this for a couple of years, it's becoming redundant, and it's hard to find new holidays I haven't already used.
The holiday of reused holidays.
Deja Vu Day.
There you go.
Yep. So what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Well, yes, I know, I hear you.
Do I have to?
Okay, there we go. No, they sell something out here that I haven't seen anywhere else, and they are basically double blossom lilies.
Hold on. The sloth girl was in the middle of a joke. We need the punchline.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
I don't know.
One's really heavy and one's a little lighter.
Oh, that's bad.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, probably for me.
Nerdy,
Yeah.
I have tried making up my own holiday, and I have not had any success with getting it put on any of the lists yet. I had declared April 2nd National Apology Day,
Mm-hmm.
where you try to be friends again with all the people you pranked on on April Fool's Day. White balls. Yeah, it's one of those things that's always a bigger job than it seems it should be.
I have to clear out all the cobwebs first. Probably got 5 pounds of cobwebs.
Let's see. Well, we have a 2025 is April 1st is on a Tuesday, so I may have to do a April Fool's video for that on my gardening channel if I keep with the Tuesday uploads.
I'm going to assume nerdy is what happened when a rat chewed on a computer cable and got electrified into the internet.
Mhm. I love your icon, Amiga Nuts. That's awesome.
Hey, Commander. Yeah, I don't have any problems with the spiders in the house either. I have a resident shower spider, and as long as he stays up in the corner by the ceiling, I don't bother him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm arachnophobic.
No.
Spiders have to go bye-bye. They cannot be in my house.
Yeah, but they're in your house because of all the other creepy crawlies in your house.
Yeah, if
Nope.
you get rid of all the spiders, you just wind up with a lot of other bugs.
Okay, I'm fine if I can't see them. But if they come up where they can be seen, they are dead. So
I agree.
Well, my fiance and I had made a truce with the spiders that they were fine as long as they stayed at least 7 feet above the floor. If they came below the level of the top of the door frames, then that was grounds for eviction.
Yeah, no.
But Purple was really cool. She'd actually get a piece of paper and slide it and put a cup over it and take them outside.
Well, we have things that eat insects that I don't mind being in the house, like geckos. I don't mind geckos in the house. I don't mind the little lizards in the house. I do mind spiders.
He used to have
That's
a
like when my son wanted a pet. I told him he could have hamsters. He could not have gerbils because nothing with tails in my house. No rodents with tails.
Oh no.
So,
We think there's a mouse or a rat in the house. We don't know what, but we've put out both mouse traps and rat traps, and it keeps avoiding them.
you know the best thing to put on those traps?
Peanut butter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, of course, if you have a cat that was living on its own outside, it should be able to take care of the mouse.
Well, he hasn't tried yet. Oh, yes, they hear you.
Meow.
See, if you said as long as the rodent doesn't have much of a tail to it, I would have tried to get a capybara.
Oh, I want a capybara.
Those are huge, though.
Sport capybara.
Yeah. What?
That an emotional sport quokka.
Come here.
Yeah, I do have to say, I do have a bit of a problem with centipedes. Anything that has enough legs to be more than 2 creatures on its own.
Yeah, no centipedes. Well, and centipedes are poisonous and they bite. Most people don't
so small.
think about it. Depends on where you're from. Ouch! That was my hand. Claws in my hand.
Afraid of black widow spiders. Oh, they're venomous. Yeah. Their bite is so small, it's not really going to hurt you.
Well, no, it does. The problem isn't the bite, it's the venom. The venom can cause extreme agonizing pain.
Yeah, I got bit by a black widow when I was a teenager, and it nearly caused me to pass out.
Yeah.
The chemicals harm small insects, but pose no serious threat to humans and centipedes.
Yeah. Well, depending upon their size. In Okinawa, they had centipedes. Their bite was the size of a nickel, and they'd carve out flesh.
The worst side effects from centipede bites are usually mild pain and swelling.
Yeah. I know in Puerto Rico they get centipedes that are like more than 6 inches long.
Yeah.
And those apparently can be very dangerous to people.
Yeah. To give you an idea, Okinawa, when we were there, the first 3 days we got there, we were put in billeting, which is on-base temporary quarters. And they had just gotten through a hurricane, right? So we get there and we go in our door, and there's what looks like a long blade of grass on it. And we're talking like 3 or 4 feet long. It was not grass. It was a walking stick. Just its body alone went from the tips of my fingers up to my shoulder. That doesn't include the antennae on the ends of it. So
that was cool.
Oh, it was. And Tornado is here, so I think Tornado was here. I heard somebody say that was cool. I don't know who said that. But we also had praying mantises that were as big as your palm, from the tip of your fingers to the bottom of your palm in length. And that's because they eat the roaches there.
Yeah.
Roaches in Okinawa are absolutely fucking scary. They fly.
Oh, come on. You live in Florida. You should be used to that.
No, I wasn't. At that point in time, I didn't live in Florida. And they call them kamikaze cockroaches because you spray one with insecticide, and 7 or 8 of them will dive bomb you. And they will attack you. It's absolutely frightening. I saw a man that was 250 pounds stomp on one of the cockroaches wearing army boots. And you heard the carapace crunch. And you're like, oh, okay, it's dead now.
Nope, it ain't dead.
Nope, he lifted his foot and that thing took out like a bat out of hell.
I had that happen with the palmetto bug I hit with a sledgehammer.
Oh. Ugh. Well, palmetto bugs are still cockroaches. They say they're not. They say there's something different. They are roaches.
Yeah, they're roaches.
Oh, I hate those things.
I just put a link in the side chat for a YouTube channel you might want to check out. This guy does a series called Spiders in Your House, where he just, does videos about the different species of common household spiders. And it's actually quite useful because, among other things, he rates them for, how aggressive or how dangerous they might be.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, seriously, if you have a phobia about spiders, it's some good information that might help you deal with it a bit better.
Well, I have a logical reason for being scared of spiders. When I was 5 years old, the house we moved into in Pennsylvania, the guy was raising tarantulas that lived there before us. And when they were moving, the movers dropped one of the breeding cages. And the tarantula had not yet laid her eggs. So she was pregnant, and she decided that she was going to lay them behind our toilet in the bathroom. And we didn't know about it. So one day I'm in there going to the bathroom, and I look up because I hear this sound. And I look up, and there's this tarantula reared up on her back feet, waving her front legs at me.
Yep.
And her fangs are out, and it's like, oh, shit. And then when I was a teenager, we lived in Missouri, and I went to get something out of my drawers, and I pulled it over my head, and I hadn't gotten anything out of that drawer because it was the winter drawer in months. And I look up, and there's a brown recluse on my face.
Yeah.
Oh, those are dangerous. They're like, they bite you, you get wounds that never heal.
Well, they do heal, but they're necrotic bites. You have to get, they leave deep scars. Yeah. So I killed it and gave myself a black eye.
Though fortunately, they tend
bit me.
they tend to not really bite that much compared to other to the
Right,
spiders.
but I wasn't expecting it, and it just ever since I was 5, I'd been very scared of spiders, and then have that happen. Yeah,
In fact, smacking it like that, it could have gotten it to bite rather when it wouldn't have otherwise.
Well, I didn't smack down; I smacked to the side, so it went flying.
And for those who don't know, brown recluse are all called fiddleback spiders.
Commander, you're kind of breaking up. Didn't really hear you very well.
Didn't catch that last part.
They're called fiddleback spiders because they look like they have a violin on their.
Yeah, fiddlebacks.
Oh, yeah.
They're called fiddleback spiders because they look like they have a violin on. Okay.
Yeah, and they like to hide in dark places. So when you're moving boxes and stuff, you need, especially if the boxes have been closed up so there's very little light in them, you need to be very careful when you open them. And they have them here in Florida. So it's one of the things that when I'm cleaning, I'm very careful about how I clean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have the brown recluse around here too, and
okay. Ow.
You know, just
my legs.
40 years of doing home repairs and crawling into attics and crawl spaces a lot. I expect I've been bitten by every type of spider we have in this climate. It's fortunate I don't really have a big reaction to any of them.
I used to have a huntsman spider living behind my headboard of my bed.
Those aren't really poisonous, are they?
No,
but they're large.
Oh yeah,
it's about the size of my hand.
Oh, they have those here in Florida. Oh yuck.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I know the other day the day before we got Sylvester, we had bombed the house for fleas because we were getting bit really bad. So we bombed the house, which, the flea bombs, they take care of most small insects. So any spiders that were in my house are probably dead at this point. But like 3 days before that, I had seen a big old spider crawling up from behind my stove. And I'm like, oh, fuck no. You are not going up where I can see you. So I got a piece of paper and I shoot him back down. I don't care if he stayed behind the stove, but he is not coming up where I can see him.
Well, the huntsman spider's bite isn't really any worse than a bee sting. And they're fairly non-aggressive.
Yeah.
Nate, can you look up what a philatelist is?
A what?
Stamp collector.
Oh, a stamp collector. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Jenny.
Sure.
And how are you today, Jenny?
I'm mostly okay, ready to fall asleep any moment.
And I know
it seems to be the day for that.
Yeah.
Love the tardigrade wearing the Hawaiian shirt.
Isn't that cute? Somebody on Etsy or somewhere is making a fairly good stuffed tardigrade. Has the head and mouth and stuff accurately, and the right number of legs and all that kind of stuff.
A sturgeon. That's a fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Caviar used to be a poor person's food until they ran out of sturgeon, and then it became a rich person's food almost overnight.
Yep. Lobster was also a poor person's food. In fact, in Massachusetts, at one point, they had to make a law that they could not feed lobster to the prisoners more than 5 times a week.
Oh
yeah,
my
I remember
God.
that.
Lobster.
Did they serve it with clarified butter?
Let's just clarify this point. It's not butter. It's margarine.
Butter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I missed it.
I can't believe that's not butter.
Okay.
The reason why the margarine is yellow is because of a Canadian law which requires it to be that. Just easier to color it all around rather than to have American butter for America and, the margarine made for America white and then, ship it up north and it's got to be yellow. So they just make it yellow all around.
I didn't realize that was because of a legal thing.
Interesting.
There was a big problem with margarine back in the 50s and stuff. The farmers, who of course were selling butter, complained that the margarine was unfairly competing against the butter because the prices were so much better than butter. And so what they wanted the state to require the margarine to look different than butter. And so they said that it has to be made white. And there's a lot of people who, voters that did not like that. And so what they ended up doing, at least in Wisconsin, is they would organize little caravans, and the people would go down to Chicago or Illinois somewhere and buy cases and cases of margarine, and they would be given the dye to make it yellow. And so you get it home and you get this big thing of white margarine, and you mix the dye into it, and now it's yellow.
The coloring, I think, is annatto seed.
Logan is correct on that cheddar cheese too.
Yeah.
And
White
margarine is
cheddar.
made by forcing vegetable oil through something called rainy nickel, and it catalyzes and turns the vegetable oil into margarine.
Yeah, my brother
I
works
thought-
at the company that builds those machines. They're like only one of 3 in the world. They last a long time. You always get
Nickel is
lubricated.
pyrophoric too. When it dries out, it'll spontaneously combust if it's a good sample.
So margarine explodes under pressure?
No, the catalyst that turns the oil into margarine. I mean, the catalyst that turns the oil into margarine explodes. It's pyrophoric.
Somehow that seems dangerous in a product that's frequently scorched. But I suppose in that form, it's probably no longer that volatile.
Apparently the pressure they put it on under to make the magic happen is just absolutely intensely high. I don't remember what I was told, but it was like, hydrolyzed vegetable oil.
Rainy nickel is. It's originally has nickel in it, and then they basically use
You're roboting again.
They use hydrochloric acid.
Didn't understand a single word.
To dissolve the aluminum once it's created.
Yeah, Commander, you're breaking up really badly, or can't understand you.
I'm using. All right.
What was that R2? You have to save
I think it's
the
voice
princess?
I think it's his voice modifier.
Oh,
Yeah. Definitely a lazy day today.
yeah, well, I'm at that point and I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open, but I still can't fall asleep, and it really sucks.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hate
that
when
does
when things are
suck.
like that. I want to go out and get some more work done outside, but unfortunately, it's a nice clear day out and it's only 90 degrees. So
Oh,
Ugh.
yes.
so
It's
you're
going to be a
basically getting,
nice hot day.
yeah. So you're just getting baked in the sun after about 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's about 75 here, clear, sunny, a light, comfortable breeze.
Yeah, it's 88 where I'm at. So,
So, Maid, do you grow beans?
I don't think he heard you.
I didn't hear you.
Maid, do you grow beans?
I do plan to be growing some yard-long beans.
Oh, maybe you'll have baked beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it being rather rainy earlier today.
Oh,
Now
was
it's
rain?
too bright out there.
It's cloudy out there.
It may be cloudy, it's still way too friggin' bright.
You
I gotta
want to
get you
try
some of that.
sunglasses?
I gotta get you some of that absolute black paint.
Well, part of my problem is apparently I'm sensitive to the UV, because even on cloudy days I get headaches from it.
It's that color that's darker than black.
Yeah. It's a paint. It actually absorbs light, and it's absolute black.
Vanta black.
Venta black, yeah.
Yep.
Paint your room Venta black.
Yeah, NJ, I got about 2 hours last night, and I was up several hours before sunrise. And I tried to lay down again, and I slept for maybe another hour.
Yeah. Last night I tried something new with Molly. I decided to try craters at night while I was going to settle down and to go to sleep. And just before I went to bed, I just unlocked her again. She's been having this habit of wanting to get up in the middle of the night while I'm just about ready to fall asleep and wanting to play, which is not good. So I figured if I just let her be in the crate, I can settle down, and then when I'm just about ready to go to bed, I can just let her out again. Just gotta remember to let her out before I fall asleep.
Yeah, for dogs, having a schedule is more important.
Yeah.
Because then their body will get used to going out and doing their bathroom stuff at a particular time.
Yeah. And she's gotten used to being crated when I take the bird out. In fact, she's gotten to the point where she's actually going in the crate by herself. Without me having to show her at that time. So she's kind of got that schedule figured out now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and she's pretty good. She's pretty good in the crate. She just kind of lays there and sleeps, rests. So.
Yeah, well, it's good you get her used to it, and and that she sees the crate just as being a home spot and not as a punishment.
Yeah, I definitely. In fact, the reason why I didn't do it sooner with the nighttime thing was because I didn't want her to start thinking it's a punishment or anything. But
hey, NJ, how big is the sturgeon that you've seen? What's the biggest? I would think you have them pretty big over there.
I actually didn't see it, but my one of my exes and I were out fishing on a lake, and a mom and her baby ducks were swimming across. But there was like 9 ducks. All of a sudden, I hear a splash, and there's 8 ducklings.
Oh.
Yeah,
Probably a turtle. Not necessarily. Could have been a turtle.
Could have been a turtle.
We had a pond where we had a pair of geese and their goslings, and I tried to tell my mom that I had seen a snapping turtle out there, and she didn't believe me, and one by one, every day the goslings were missing.
Yeah,
One at a
snappers
time.
are more than happy to take little duckies and little goslings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You betcha.
Well, and the mama duck came out of the pond one day with her foot split open.
Ew.
Mm.
So yeah, it had tried to take her down too. And this was in Missouri, and we have things called alligator snapping turtles.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've
those
seen
things.
those things.
Those things are big enough that they can weigh almost 100 pounds
Uh-huh.
if you find a big one, and they're probably the size of a tire.
I've seen those on the interwebs, and holy
Mhm.
fuck. Don't get your
And they
fingers
will.
anywhere near, you'll lose
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah, they'll break through 4-inch dowel rods
Yep.
with one snap. They're
And it's-
scary. And the other problem we had was we also had coyotes.
Yeah.
So one day all of our goslings and geese were gone.
I knew somebody who got their fingers snapped off by a snapping turtle.
Not good.
I think they were missing 2 fingers.
Oh goodness. Well, why would you put your fingers near a snapping turtle?
They're being an idiot.
Yep, that would do it.
Hey guys, watch this. Hold my
Chomp.
beer.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. I've rescued a snapping turtle because it was in the middle of the road. And the ones in Missouri have ridges on their shells. So little points on their shells, and if you run over them, you're gonna pop your tires. So it was better to get him out of the road than risk him popping tires, or they'll snap out and try and bite your tires because they are very, very aggressive. So I got him out of the road. Oh my God, he probably weighed 40, 50 pounds. It was heavy. But I just took him, moved him over and dropped him by the ditch, and he just dove into the ditch, into the water, and he's like, I'm happy here, goodbye.
Later, bitch.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Later. Bye, Felicia.
I found one time here in Minnesota. It was a county highway that was like between 2 lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this big snapper trying to cross the road. It's like, I knew it wasn't good for him to be on the road, but I wasn't going to get close enough to him. Fortunately,
Right.
I had a shovel in the car, so I was able to pick him up on the shovel and just kind of push him off the road toward one of the lakes.
Yeah.
Why did the snapping turtle cross the road? To get to the other lake.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly enough, well, maybe not surprisingly enough, I live in the middle of the Crystal River, in the middle of our town. I was walking one day and I didn't expect it, but you always watch out for alligators here.
Well, yeah.
And I was about 15 feet from an alligator. It wasn't a big one, it was still a young one, but he was still probably the length of one of my arms. So, I'm sitting there watching him and he's scurrying across the road, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to wait here till you get into that little canal, and then I'm going to go over to the other side of the road and make sure I'm not near that canal. Yeah, really.
I remember I was having this picnic, and there was this little water side with a bunch of gators. There's just sitting right there. And of course they had the sign, "Don't feed the gators." And there's this, I think it was a Mexican family. They didn't really seem to speak English, but they were throwing food to the gator, and they have the little kid, looked maybe about 2 years old, standing right there.
Oh
where,
my God.
Yeah, you can imagine I was a little nervous about that.
Yeah.
Cougars.
Well, the thing is that we have people that they do stupid stuff out here, really stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get this little blurb on the news that such and such body was found in such and such creek with its arms or a leg missing, and they found a crocodile in there, or not an alligator in there. They had to kill the alligator, and they found the arm inside the alligator.
Yeah, there was a true crime story I was hearing about where the person took their son and fed him to a gator.
Oh my God!
They found the kid whole.
Uh-huh.
They killed the
Right.
gator. The police officer killed the gator, and they got the whole body back. But apparently that was after he had murdered the kid's mother.
Oh no. Oh, but yeah, you see blurbs on the news all the time here about somebody getting killed by a gator, or the body being found being eaten by a gator. And it's like, people, they're a problem. Why? Why would you do something that stupid?
Hold my beer. Florida, man.
Yeah. Well, my son has asked me. You're saying Disney. Once our next life insurance policy for my mom comes in, the one that's being split between me, my brother, and my sister, my son's like, Mom, when that comes in, can we go to Disney World, Disneyland? Can we please, can we stay a couple of days too, please?
That's a waste of money.
Yeah, I know.
You know how expensive that is too?
Yeah. Well, we get a discount here in Florida.
Yeah, they've been jacking up the price too.
I know. But the last time he went, he was mid-teens, maybe early teens. And we were supposed to do the whole theme park over a period of 3 days. And my mom spent 1 day there, and then she traded the tickets back in because she didn't want to use them, and she took us deep sea fishing instead.
What fishing?
Deep sea fishing.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sure that was disappointing him.
He caught one of the bigger fish, but he's like, his tennis shoes were absolutely ruined.
Also, with
Disney, falling apart by the time we got back.
Yeah. Also, with Disney, there's been a lot of complaints about poor maintenance in the parks.
Lovely.
Well, you got to figure Disney pays minimum wage.
Yep. This is what I've been saying for decades. Why I don't get on roller coasters.
Oh, I don't want to go on I can't go on the roller coasters. I have high blood pressure.
I don't want to take the chance that the maintenance was done on a Friday afternoon when the guy wanted to get home and his boss told him he had to stay an extra hour, so he didn't check the torque setting on all the bolts.
That's any ride though, not just roller coasters.
Yeah, I just on a roller coaster, I always specifically think of a wheel flying off as it's going down the big hill.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that we get though is we get the fast pass because Talon a Tornado is disabled, so we qualify to get the fast pass, so we don't have to wait in the lines.
That helps.
Oh yeah.
Until you get to Karen.
And
God knows Disney is full of Karens. It's Karen Central.
Oh God, yes.
I actually had a woman come up to me in Walmart because I was in one of the electric scooters and yell at me. Because you're too young to be in that. Those are supposed to be for the elderly people.
No, they're supposed to be for anybody.
I just whipped off my hat with my bald old head and just rolled on down the aisle.
Yeah, it's for anybody who's having trouble walking.
She wasn't even worth a word.
Wasn't even worth, yeah.
I just
Kinda.
whipped off my chemo cap. I wish I had my wig on at the time.
Mm.
I would have whipped that wig off and wouldn't have said it. Just drive on by.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Diana, how you doing?
Oh, Diana's here.
Hey, sweetie.
Hello.
They're not Chad's, Mark. They're Richard's. Because I don't know anything about because I know a lot about big dicks.
How did your echocardiogram go?
Yes, we've been all worried about you.
Yep, everybody was asking about you when the stream started.
Yep.
Yes, we worry about you because you're worth something.
Yes.
You're worth a lot to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a delay for the YouTube, so I'm sure
Yeah,
she'll
well,
give
she's
us an update in a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure that the hospital internet is not the best.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah, I'm sure.
hospital internet's terrible.
Yeah.
If it's anything like the hospital internet here, yeah. Oh, she wants a link to join us.
I've got it. Hold on.
I got it. I'd already put a
okay.
link in her group, but I'll send her one specifically.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Because she needs to get the private invite.
Oh.
That's
Got
how
pop. Oh, that felt
Oh.
good.
Garg.
Oh.
Across your back?
No, my shoulders.
Oh, I know that noise. It's usually, oh, I got my back.
Well, my back pops sometimes, but I have arthritis in my spine. So, or rather, they don't say I have arthritis. They say I have bone spurs. But I have them on every single level of my spine. So it's like, okay, what's the difference between bone spurs and arthritis? And the radiologist was like, well, bone spurs are bone spurs. Arthritis is something else. And I'm sitting here. I looked up the definition of arthritis of the spine, and it says arthritis of the spine is where you have osteophytes on the spine. And of course, osteophytes are bone spurs. Hi, sweetie.
night, Andre.
We're echoing like crazy over here. Hang on.
Well, turn off your YouTube.
Yeah. That's just on your end, so at least
There,
it's
that's
not echoing everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
Hi, everybody. How
Hello.
is you is?
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, echocardiogram seems to have gone well.
Well, that's good.
They did the stress test with the medication, and I threw up again.
Oh, no.
I warned them.
Yeah.
But there was somebody by. Hey, just a little while
Bless you.
ago. Okay. Talking about discharge.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I guess I'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow, but then later tomorrow or earlier Friday will be discharge. And I got a call. Are you ready for this? I got a call from somebody in social services here.
Okay.
Asking for some particulars for setting up home care.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent.
To bring
Fine.
somebody in home.
Yeah.
Great.
I told you.
I thought there should be something available. It was just a matter of trying to figure out who you had to call for
How? Yeah.
Now, here's the interesting thing.
Uh-huh.
These people did it.
Right?
The EMC people never did it.
Well, okay, Diana, some places are better at doing what they're supposed to than others. And with as much trouble as you're having with your neck, and now you add in your heart and the issues with your memory are increasing because of that seizure. You know, they're going to this hospital is recognizing that you are having some really serious issues and you need help in the home.
Yeah.
So
no,
that's good. Now that does not, now mind you, that does not mean this person will live with you, but it does mean more than likely that the person will come in during the day to help you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
somebody come in and help you with some of the housework,
Yeah,
which is what you really need.
Yeah, help you out with
Right.
the cleaning and stuff.
They'll help you with the housework. They'll help you with meal prep if you need it. They'll help you with running errands, and they will help you with transportation to places.
That's a lot of what you need right there.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to talk to some people here, and you are those people. I'm thinking that this does not necessarily nix my moving, right?
No, not necessarily. But if you're getting in-home
makes it
care,
less urgent.
Yes,
right, exactly. That's what I was going to say. You try the home help first and see if that's what if that's what you need, because this person, they can have them come in a few times a week, or they could have them come in every day. It's a matter of what you need.
Well, what you need, and unfortunately, how much the insurance is willing to pay for.
Yeah.
How many hours a week they'll authorize.
If the social workers are doing it, if they're the ones that are actually talking about it, then there's a good probability it will be at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But how are you feeling today is the question, though.
Better. Psychiatry is by.
And?
They did mention that I was going to have to go to my GP as far as setting up outpatient stuff goes, but they did start me on a course of Ativan.
Okay, is that helping?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Okay. Have you received
it was just
it yet?
a few hours ago that I took the first tablet.
Oh,
well, but just keep in mind that once you start these drugs, you need to keep on them unless they change them because it's not working. Don't just quit them, because quitting them can cause a lot of repercussions on your mental state.
Also, with a lot of psych meds, it needs time to build up in your system, so it may be a month before you start noticing any difference.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what are you doing to your phone or your laptop or whatever you're using?
Oh, I've got a small trampoline.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're already some.
Yeah, you're bouncing. Quit, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna make me nauseous.
Anybody feeling seasick yet?
Yeah, I have enough problems with vertigo, please.
Okay, well, right now
I'm not necessarily looking forward to going back home. I mean, to that mess, but I've got to go there to start cleaning it up, and then I don't know if I can do it right. I'd like to find the stuff that I was lost, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Well, Diana, it's all probably still in the house. Because the last time you saw your wallets, you remember seeing them on your computer desk, and it's possible that you tried to put them somewhere so you would remember where they're at, and your mind just went,
It's possible.
Okay, I forgot it.
It's possible that I manufactured the memory.
Well, we had been talking about your wallet before you left that the other day, that for that brain work for your dialysis appointment. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Hi.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
But we had been talking about it, and your
torpedo.
Tornado, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're all tired. Yeah. So, but you had said you had left it on your desk. So,
that's what I thought. I don't know.
It's probably still around in that area. You just need to get everything cleaned up, start throwing stuff out. Just make sure you check through everything before you throw it out.
Yeah,
I
so
offered the
throw out
theory
what they're
that
looking for.
Sylvia got bored when she was asleep and knocked it off the desk and pushed it under something.
Well, that's what I'm thinking happened, was that it got knocked off behind her desk and then shoved under something.
And look at it this way. You might be able to find some of this stuff if you have somebody coming in to help you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, Sylvia has automatic food and water things, so she's good for a few days on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I figure I'm going home within 24 hours. So.
Yeah.
Back to the housekeeping subject just for a minute. The biggest thing of how many times they come to visit is how many hours that her insurance will allow.
Right.
Now with me, I have a housekeeper that comes in. She's only allowed 4 hours a week.
Yeah.
If she wants to come in 4 times a week for an hour, that's fine. If she wants to come in twice a week for 2 hours, that's fine.
Right.
But her maximum is 4 hours.
Right. But depending upon how much your insurance covers, Diana, hopefully you can talk to the person they have come in, and if you don't like that person, they'll change it to somebody else.
Yeah. Amiga, how you doing, honey?
Gets a good fit for you.
And Molly's being funny right now. She started scratching her face, and then she started licking her foot that she was scratching her face with, and now she's got her whole foot in her mouth.
Yeah,
in the meantime, I'm just popping in, basically.
Yeah.
Saying hi to everyone.
The person who was talking to me may be assuming I'm up to my ears in insurance. I don't know. But she was talking that the doctors were talking about an entire crew.
I wouldn't count on that.
I wouldn't count on that unless it depends on what your insurance will cover and what you need done. They may have several people come and help you the first time, and then have one person after that.
Yeah, it might be a one-time thing.
Hi, Danish.
Yeah. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to send someone in for an assessment to see what Diana needs.
Yeah.
And then they'll find the right person that can fulfill those needs.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't like the person for any reason, Diana, you just ask them, can I get somebody else?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the way this person was talking to me, it seems that the doctors on my case were ordering these in-home help people.
Right. Well, that's good. That is a good start.
I'm glad this hospital connected you with someone who's actually going to get you some results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jump for joy yet, but I'm
not until it happens.
I'm putting my springy shoes on. These people seem to be doing a lot better, a lot more.
Yeah, well, that's why I had wondered about that when you were in the other hospital, because I figured the hospital should have had a social worker on staff to help you find these resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Liberty Dental was screwing me over.
You need to be vocal, Diana, and tell them what you need.
It is a case of the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Well,
if you don't make noise about it, they're not going to offer you as much.
They resented my doing that, and
we
have
advocating for yourself.
Yeah. Well, we now have a new caseworker for TC's Dental.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah. Okay. For those that don't know, TC needs all 4 of his wisdom teeth extracted and 2 other teeth at the same time. Okay. and we have been fighting since October to get his teeth out. And his referral is only good for 6 months. So in January, I tried calling them because I hadn't heard from his caseworker since around Thanksgiving. Right? So that's all of December I hadn't heard from her. And she was calling once every other day, checking on us. So for her not to be calling, it's like, okay, what's going on? So I finally called in January, right after New Year's. I think it was January 2nd. And I asked, well, what's going on with my caseworker? I haven't heard from her. Oh, well, you have a new caseworker. It was Yesenia who was helping your other caseworker. Your other caseworker no longer works for us. Okay. And Yesenia tried getting hold of you, but she had the wrong contact information. Okay, how could she have the wrong contact information when my previous caseworker got hold of me constantly?
Mm-hmm.
So I found that kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
But I didn't say anything about it. But she calls me a week later and she's like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to schedule you with this place. They said that you had originally refused their help because for whatever reason, and the reason I had said they weren't going to work was because they wanted to do twilight anesthesia, which doesn't knock you out fully. And people with high metabolism have a tendency to metabolize that kind of sedation quickly.
Oh, fentanyl.
Yep.
Right. And they wake up during the process. So I was like, the only way he's going to let them do it, and I told him this in October, that the only way he's going to let anyone mess with his mouth is if he's fully sedated. So she calls me and she's like, well, we're going to go with this Tampa Bay oral surgery, and you're going to go there for a consult. And I was like, well, the last time I spoke to them, it sounded like if we go there, they're going to want to do his teeth then and there. No, you're just going there for a consult. They'll do new x-rays, a new referral, and then we'll go from there. So we went there. Got there, they looked in his mouth, they did the new x-rays, and the next thing I know, the oral surgeon's coming in going, okay, so who's ready to have their teeth out? What? I thought this was only supposed to be a consult. Oh no, we're going to take his teeth out now. Are you going to fully sedate him? No, we're going to use twilight. That's not going to work. Okay, well, I'm going to head off. And the oral surgeon left, and my caseworker called back the next day, and I explained the situation, and she's like, well, twilight sedation is sedation. And I argued with her for 45 minutes trying to explain to her that twilight sedation wasn't going to work.
And she had this I'm right, you're wrong thing. And you're going to do what I want you to do, or it won't
so
happen.
much with medical personnel who think they know better than the patient what will or won't work. When the patient has a lot of experience, those doctors need to be just fucking punched, slugged, whatever.
Yeah, well, this was my caseworker who I'd never even met.
Is not a doctor.
Right.
They
So
regardless.
Right. So I finally said, you know what? I want to speak to a supervisor, please. Just get me a supervisor. She's like, well, all of our supervisors are busy, but I'll let them know that you want to speak to them. They'll get in contact with you within 24 to 48 hours.
Nothing happened.
Never heard anything. Called back in February, said, I haven't heard from my caseworker, haven't heard from the supervisor that I wanted to speak to, blah, blah, blah. Explained what was going on. They said, okay, a supervisor will call you in 24 to 72 hours. Never heard from him.
And my tooth abscessed again.
Right. And he's got another abscess. So called back in March. Nothing happened. Same bullshit, different day. And then, so last time I called again in April. I spoke
when my tooth abscessed again.
Yes. I spoke to the member services, and I said, you know what, can I speak to a supervisor? And she actually kept me on the phone trying to get hold of a supervisor. And then she finally got her supervisor to talk to me. And she was like, okay. And this was last week in April, I think it was. And so she's like, if they don't get hold of you within 72 hours, you call back and I'll keep checking on your case and find out what's going on. Well, sometime between then and now, she had gotten me approved for a hospital setting for tornado to have his teeth pulled out, which would mean full sedation, a full IV sedation. So, but I wasn't told this. And supposedly my new caseworker tried to call me on the 2nd and the 4th of May and couldn't leave a voicemail message, which is bullshit, because everybody else who calls me who tries to leave a voicemail manages just fine. Which means she probably never even tried to call me. So, and I still haven't heard from them today like I was supposed to. So I'm going to have to call in to her direct line and say, okay, so what's going on? What are we doing? And Yesenia got hold of me yesterday, which was my old caseworker. And she's like, oh yeah, you've got a new caseworker. Her name's Gina, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And it's like, okay, well, how do I get hold of her if I can't, if she doesn't call? So she had to give me a phone number so that I can get hold of them if she doesn't call, which looks like I'm going to have to use that phone number because they were supposed to call me today and give me more information about what was going on.
Oh boy. But yeah, Yesenia was extremely
here.
polite.
Similar situation over here. I just moved back to Vermont last summer and I got a doctor and I saw her once and then she left the hospital. So I get another doctor and before I can even see that doctor, she leaves the hospital. So now I have a third doctor I haven't seen yet. And it's like, what the fuck, guys? You know, can't you like, geez. So like now I have to start over with every doctor, giving my history, doing all the same crap all over again. It's such a pain in the ass.
I go through that all the time too. In fact, when the doctor I went to see checked on my arthritis, figure out what type of arthritis I had. I went in there, they did they fill out the paperwork. I sit there. I haven't seen this doctor. I've never seen this doctor before. So I'm sitting there. The doctor comes in, starts doing the examination. Then another doctor comes in, the one I was supposed to see. So it was a completely different doctor that actually saw me than the one I was actually supposed to see.
So there is one thing I'm a little curious about. I don't quite understand it. Why were they trying to give TC sedation based on Mormon vampires?
Fuck you.
Why?
What?
Well, you said they wanted to give him twilight sedation. It seems to me that would
That's
involve...
not funny.
It's very funny.
Involve what?
Mormon vampires.
No.
No.
See, it's funny. She giggled.
She's talking about the movie Twilight, Talon.
I know what she's talking about. I just associate Twilight anesthesia with mom waking up screaming.
Oh, yeah. That's another reason why he shouldn't have it. I actually woke up when they were only doing 4 of my teeth. I woke up while they were doing the 4th one, and I tried to tell the dentist, hey, I can feel that. And he's like, no, you can't. You're just feeling the pressure of us messing with your tooth. And then he tried to yank on the piece of quarter tooth, and I screamed. And he's like, oh, shit, she can feel that. Give her some more medication.
Derp.
Why the fuck would I say I can feel that if I couldn't feel it?
I don't know, but any dentist who wouldn't listen to me when I say I'm feeling pain is going to feel a pain of their own if they don't snap through.
Right.
Oh, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not sure I'd be able to hold myself back from slugging someone who tried to tell me, no, you're not feeling pain.
Well, and that's
like,
I
wouldn't even think of it. I would just be like, yes, I fucking am, deck. And that's it.
Right. Well, and that's one of the reasons. Yeah. It's one of the reasons why we don't want to do twilight sedation with Tornado, because with his conduct disorder, he's going to either fight, or he's going to try and rip things out of his mouth, or he's going to panic and start flailing.
The last dentist I went to had to drill take care of a few cavities. It wouldn't give me Novocaine.
What? Why the fuck not?
I don't know. He was being a cheapskate.
I don't know what it is about.
Who don't believe it's necessary for drilling.
Well, they ain't getting in my teeth without Novocaine. Fuck that shit.
It's not just like whether or not they give you Novocaine. It's also how they give you Novocaine. I've never had a dentist who could give a shot the same way a doctor can.
Well, there's more nerves in your mouth than anywhere else.
but they still seem to take their time with it.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, I never went back to that dentist.
Yeah.
No
Wait a
shit.
minute. Wait a minute. There's more nerves in your mouth than in your crotch?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, either way, I wish my nipples were half as sensitive as my Facebook friends.
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh my God, Kate.
What?
Wow.
I got that from a meme. It's not mine.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
But yeah, no, the last dentist I had in Missouri, that I went to, he actually hit the nerve that controlled the left side of, or the right side of my tongue. When he was giving me shots, he nicked the nerve. So for 6.5 months, I could not feel my tongue. That right through the center of my tongue, I could not feel the right side of my tongue. I could feel the left side really well. And so, I'm always trying to talk, and I'm slurring my words because I couldn't tell where my tongue was in my mouth. I would
My
constantly,
tongue is fat.
Yes, I did my tongue is fat very well. And I would
I
constantly
gave her hell over it.
bite my tongue when I'm trying to eat because I can't feel where my tongue is. And the worst part was when it finally started getting feeling back.
Ooh.
Because that burning tingling you get when your foot is asleep. Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that 24/7 in your tongue, and it never goes away.
Well, at least it was just for 7 days.
No, it actually took 1.5 months for my tongue to stop feeling numb.
So it was more like 24,
Yeah.
35?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my word! Look at that. It looks like food.
Oh my.
You're in the hospital. Are you sure that's what it is?
Yay!
Now you got to sit your table
First
up or your chair
real
up.
meal here.
Yeah. Now you got to sit your bed up so you
It's
can.
been crackers and ham sandwiches.
Well, ham sandwiches are food.
Yeah, ham sandwiches are lovely.
I've had fried chicken with lemon sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. You need to sit your bed up, Diana. So
Tell me there's at least some Jello.
Do you need me to turn that?
Say again, please.
Do you need me to turn that?
Turn the table. Yeah.
Please. Use your manners, Diana.
Oh, that's gonna work.
Use your manners.
Hey, she's not your kid. I am.
There you go. Then don't
Yeah,
Mom made it. You were saying about
okay,
that.
I bit my tongue really badly once when I was having seizures. Didn't really think about it and took a big old swig of orange juice. Yeah.
And what was that, Sloth Girl? You said what?
So you said about that tingly feeling in your tongue?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had that 24/7 in my feet.
Oh, yuck. Oh, that would drive
peripheral
me nuts.
neuropathy.
Yeah, you've got neuropathy.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
That sounds terrible.
And they can't decide whether it's from the MS or if it's from the chemo.
Now I don't understand what is oven fried chicken.
It's fried chicken. It's chicken that was fried in the oven using probably
a lot less oil.
Yeah, there's no oils in it, and it's probably using an air fryer, basically.
You know, I haven't cooked chicken in my air fryer yet.
Yeah, it's shake and bake rather than being
yet.
deep fried.
Yeah, it's baked and broiled.
You know what it is, Diana? It's delicious.
Now I only got 3 spears of asparagus, but it'll do.
Now,
So
thinking about that air fryer of mine, I am very, very tempted to go out and buy like either the ingredients for or the mix for gingerbread men. I don't know what it is about gingerbread men, but I love them. And I have an air fryer, so I could totally make them too.
Sounds good.
Oh, by the way, one day when we were actually picking up, I think it was the day I got my prescription at the Walgreens. I found something in the Walgreens bathroom.
Oh God, no!
We
We don't
wanna
want to
know.
talk about that.
Oh dear. It was a badger, wasn't it?
No.
I wish it was.
It was a nice, lovely. It was a nice, lovely pamphlet of girl starters.
It was basically a half-assed Christian
Screed
comic book.
Oh, one of those, like a chick tract.
That's what.
That's exactly what it was.
Okay.
Emphasis on was.
Yeah.
So
now it's a dozen or so little sheets with the staples removed,
You're
the booklet
yelling,
torn in
sweetie.
half, and
You're
a
yelling.
nice scrolling in crayon written on the back saying, "To whoever left this at the Walgreens, thanks for the grill starters."
Okay, sweetheart, you're yelling. Volume down just a little bit, please.
And
Might have been better to use it as toilet paper.
Yeah.
I don't know, they were already covered in shit.
It's already covered in shit.
That's what I just said.
I'm gonna have to go looking and make sure I still have my chick tract.
So Diana.
Yes.
Mail it to me. I'll use it as grill starters.
Do you get a choice of your meal, or do you just give what they eat, what they bring you?
Say again, please.
Do you get a choice of your meal, or do you just get what they bring you?
Oh, sort of a hybrid. When she came by with the menu stuff,
Oh, okay.
about half of it had one item, and the other half had a choice.
Last time
Well,
I was
that's
in the
not too
hospital,
bad.
they just handed me a checklist, and I checked what I wanted, and then, handed it to the nurse, and they brought it to me later.
Yeah, because when I was in the hospital for 10 days over New Year's, they actually brought a menu, and you got to choose what you wanted.
Now that is one thing that UPMC does better than this. They offer choices for every category.
So I'm trying some new fizzy water. And my flavor of the day today is blood orange.
Ooh. My flavor today is red.
What kind of fizzy water?
It's called, I get it from Walmart. It's called Splash Fizz. And it has 0 sugar in it. There's only 10 calories. And it's got some electrolytes in it.
Does it have artificial sweetener in it?
No, there's no sugar or sweetener in it at all.
Okay.
I don't think. Let me tilt
Does
this
it
so I
aid
can read the label.
digestion?
No.
No. So you can't say plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Yeah, no.
Oh, well.
There
So does
is.
it only charge off of 5 volts since it's only electrolyte?
Yeah.
So it's got what plants need, huh?
Yeah. But no, there is no.
We're just full of
Or do you have to buy it?
Oh, wait.
aren't we?
No, it does have sucralose in it.
Oh, that's me out.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yep.
I actually found an
all
interesting.
artificial sweeteners.
Well, I've
Well, they
never tasted an
have-
artificial sweetener that didn't taste like I was poisoning myself ever.
Mm.
I'd rather they used honey or maple syrup instead.
I actually found an interesting thing called Mountain Dew Summer Freeze.
Well, there's
Yeah.
so many different versions of Mountain Dew now. I mean, is it even Mountain Dew anymore?
This one tastes like liquefied bomb pops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my word, that's sweet, huh?
Okay, try the Peeps Pepsi someday. I dare
Oh,
you.
that's awful.
Ugh.
I haven't tried the Peeps
Pepsi?
Pepsi. I haven't tried the Pepsi flavored Peeps. I was looking at the Dr. Pepper ones.
Not Pepsi flavored Peeps. Peeps flavored Pepsi.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
It's a beverage that tastes like. I mean, it basically tastes like
Liquefied
Pepsi until
marshmallows.
the aftertaste, and then it tastes exactly like Peeps.
It's disgusting.
Never tried it. Never seen
Yeah,
it.
I got some of the Peeps flavored Pepsi because they were giving away free samples when I was at the grocery store.
Ugh.
You know it's bad when they can't sell it. They got to give it away.
Oh, no. There have been a lot of times where they start giving stuff away when it's new just to generate interest so people will talk about it. I had that happen in Seattle all the time and in college.
Yeah, I've gotten free stuff from grocery stores just to try and sell it.
This one seemed more like a lazy way to ditch the stuff. Because
It
it's not
wouldn't
like they
shock
had a
me.
person handing it out. They're just by the exit door was a pallet of it that said free.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
I
I
would've
mean, to
kinda
be fair,
got
I
it.
get it, because it's like, if you like Pepsi, you don't need Peeps flavor in your Pepsi. And if you like
You need
Peeps, you're not
cherry flavor in your
necessarily
Pepsi.
buying Pepsi to get Peeps. And if you're the sort of person who just hates Peeps, you're not going to buy it in the first place. So really, was it the best idea in the world?
Pepsi needs wild cherry.
I like the Peeps that were sour watermelon flavored.
Those aren't bad.
But yeah, basically, I tasted the summer freeze and I thought, did they liquefy bomb pop?
Oh, okay.
Like
I'll try that.
it seriously tastes exactly like liquefied bomb pops.
No, I did try those Coca-Cola flavors they came out with the weird names like Starlight and Dreamscape or whatever the fuck that other one was. And I don't know what they tasted like. They tasted like much like the Pepsi Peeps tasted like Peeps with the aftertaste. All the Coke stuff tasted like Coke until the aftertaste, and after that, I couldn't tell you what it tasted like. I mean, seriously, I have that Starlight thing. The first thing that popped into my head is like, okay, if I were to have oral sex with Tinkerbell, it would taste like this.
This is the actual description of it. Due with the refreshing and bold red, white, and blue ice pop flavor. This cherry, lemon, and raspberry flavor tastes like the best summer of your life. You know the one. It is exactly like bomb pops.
Okay. Either lower your voice or move the microphone further away.
Sorry, I swear on my life it tastes exactly like bomb pops, and I won a 12-pack of that shit.
Where'd you get it, Tornado?
Walmart.
Okay, I gotta go look. I'm going there tomorrow.
Yeah, Mark Caesar. I expect this has been happening a lot since all the stores are going to self-service checkouts.
I think that's more of a 5-finger discount that Mark's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that since there's been the self-service checkouts, this has probably been happening a lot more.
I've been hearing about that.
The supermarket near me has started blocking off all of the registers near the entrance because people keep walking out through those with stolen stuff because the self-checkout is clear on the other end and all of the open registers are clear on the other end of the store. And they're like, well, we got to keep the thieves from just leaving. So they put like picnic tables and styrofoam coolers and shit, like just blocking off everything until you get to the far end.
But yeah, you can find the summer freeze at Walmart.
Cool.
But I think I originally bought it at Walgreens.
Cool.
Well, you know what I keep forgetting to do at the supermarket is like on those rare occasions when I don't show up with my own bag, I keep automatically pressing no, I'm using 0 bags when I use the self-checkout thingy. And then I'm like, oops, oh, fuck, no. And you can't go back and say I meant to say I'm using a bag. It won't let you. So, oh well. It's like, my motto is don't run on automatic, but sometimes at the register, I kind of fucking do.
Yep.
Well, you get used to just a routine of doing things. So when something's a little different, you don't really process it.
I mean, I try to be better than most people about that, but I fail a lot.
I wouldn't worry about it for the bag.
I know,
why they charge you an extra nickel or dime for using a bag?
I'm just being a goof for the most part. I mean, I wasn't lying that I keep forgetting to do it, but I was really just being a goofball. Anyway.
What was that, Tornado?
Do you mind if I head down to Dollar General and see if they have a 12-pack of the summer freeze?
I guess not.
Thank you. And with that, I'll be heading off so I can get myself the summer freeze.
Okie doke.
See y'all.
If I remember right, the bags don't have barcodes on them. They're just the, brown paper bags, the whole wheat paper bags, because they're not, well, anyway.
Yeah.
They're clearly whole wheat paper as opposed to the white flour paper,
Hold on.
Well, I specifically bought trash cans that were the right size to use the plastic grocery bags. So I didn't have to buy bags. But then I use my fabric bags so much that I actually run out of plastic bags, and I wind up having to take plastic bags out of the recycling bin at the grocery store, so I've got bags.
I this is partly an autism thing, but I bought like a bunch of garbage cans and I put them all the hell over the place so that I don't just go, I'm in the middle of something, I'll throw this away later and leave it on the desk or something. So it's like just making sure that I have somewhere to put stuff. It's very much, it might be ADHD rather than autism, but whatever it is, if I'm in the middle of something, I don't like getting up or at least not moving too far. And I don't like my desk being basically a landfill. So I've put trash cans everywhere. And they're big ones too, so I don't have to empty them too often. Just saying.
Everything okay, Diana?
Oh, Diana was just getting her dinner there.
I was just asking if everything was okay.
Is the foie gras to your liking?
Oh,
It's plain and filet of yak.
the one bad thing about today's dinner is it's chicken. And if you ever have chicken in a hospital, it's dry.
Remember that last time I was in the hospital, brain surgery and all that. I was looking at the menu and I asked them for a lemon wedge because it was there. I thought it was a pastry. It was literally a slice of lemon.
Yeah.
I was like, but I wanted like a lemon bar or something, damn it. It's not there. Well.
I remember my grandmother gave me something I couldn't tell if it was fish or a pork chop. Turned out to be chicken.
Oh, I finally got around to trying corned beef. I'd never had it. I was told I'd enjoy it because I like pastrami, but it turns out, I don't know how they managed this. They managed to make beef taste like tuna fish.
Ew.
I don't think that was good corned beef.
It was just positively disgustating.
I can't imagine how you'd wind up with corned beef tasting like fish.
Well, it tasted just like tuna. I don't know what to tell you. And is tuna fish redundant? It seems like there's got to be only tuna fish. There can't be another kind of tuna, can there?
Well, actually, there are 17 different species they can put in that can, and the FDA will let them call it tuna.
Right, but that's not the word I was disputing. It was the fish part that was at issue.
Yeah.
How is everyone today?
Fairly well. By the way,
Adequate.
I can't see who that is. There's no captions anymore with the Mark Caesar up. Who is that? The comment there.
Who is you?
Oh, that's who that is. Okay.
My hat.
I don't know where your hat is.
No, I have it.
Okay.
Ah.
Be careful, buddy, okay?
Ah.
Okay. I think I am going to head off and take a nap. I'm tired.
Fair enough.
Where are you going to take it to?
I'm going to take it to my bed.
Okay.
Well,
We're both going to curl up and sleep.
Can you take an extra one for me since I can't seem to find one around here?
Sure.
I was kind of expecting to be in the green room for Diana's next show in a few minutes, so I'm happy to be here instead.
Well, and I will mail the nap to you. Purple has that. I'll send it an email to you.
Well, can you female me one instead?
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
today is Wednesday, isn't it, honey?
Yeah.
Actually, you should send the nap along with Tornado to have it delivered to Purple because then it would be napkin, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just see myself out.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for the show. See you later.
Have fun.
Oh, loads. I'm
Have
going to
fun,
see.
everyone. Oh, my. Yeah, let me look. Let's see what time it is. 16:55.
Okay, almost 5 for you.
Well, I only just checked in briefly because I've got other things I need to do, but thought I'd check in every once in a while, so.
Yeah, we appreciate you checking in with us.
But at least the school year is almost over, so I might have more time then.
Yep, I was wondering about that when you'd start having some time off.
Based on my guess of your age from your voice, you're a teacher and not a student?
Correct.
Yeah, but they
technically
can
I'm
still
both.
Okay.
They can still send you to summer school, though.
Hey, Kate, did you say you were expecting a show today?
Well, it's Wednesday. We usually do shows on Wednesday.
Why don't we do one?
All right, sure. I mean, you've skipped a lot of them, so I wasn't sure if you were doing this or not. And you are in the hospital, so I also doubly wasn't sure if you were going to do one or not. But I always have it in the back of my head that Wednesday night is for Diana.
Yeah, we can do one. What time do you want to do it?
A personal question.
Who are you asking?
What?
Diana, can I ask a personal question?
Sure.
Why do you have an IV instead of using your port?
Why do I have an IV instead of using a port?
Yeah, don't you have a port?
No, she had the port removed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the port was just a temporary thing for her.
Oh. I would have left it in. Dude, so much easier than an IV.
Yeah,
But that's just me.
they did things the way they wanted to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Diana, if you're going to be starting up your stream shortly, we've been going 2 hours, and I'm really tired, so I was going to wind this down anyway.
Hey, Sloth Girl, I forget. Had you previously sent me your phone number?
Not yet, honey.
Not yet.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if you had or not.
It is in our private chat. If you scroll up high enough, it's still the same phone number.
Okay, because I think I lost it. Would you mind?
Sure, I'll send it to you.
And I got my old phone number back, by the way.
8675309?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's Jenny's number.
Oh, of course. But which Jenny? We know 1,000 of them.
Any Jenny.
Oh, of course.
Ah, jeez. Oh, God, I'm old. Hey, anybody listening out there, don't get old. It's not worth it.
See, I disagree with that. I mean, I'm 47. I still look and act like a child. I say it's fine to be old. Just don't get elderly.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good point. You can get
And
old.
I keep saying I will never be old because old is always defined as 5 years more than my current age.
Kind of the way Snurgleplex is the integer immediately preceding infinity.
Okay.
Yep. If you keep it a moving target, you never hit it.
Yep. Although it is kind of funny to me, though, looking at like old TV and hearing everyone say, oh, if you're not married by 30, it's over, and you're over the hill by 30. And the weird thing is, though, I look at some of the folks who were like, 35 years old. They look 80 back in 30, 40 years ago. They looked 80 years old at 35. It was crazy pants. That people are just aging later in life now, it seems.
Well, I think a big difference is back then it was normal for everyone to smoke a pack a day.
Well, that might be it. That and have 80,000 kids each.
Yep.
But I mean, I was watching like a documentary about that one dude who was on Press Your Luck, and he figured out their formula and won like $1.5 billion. I'm looking at him. He looks like someone's grandpa. Dude's 35. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't look half that old, and I'm so much older than he is. It's crazy.
Well, I'll see y'all later.
Have fun.
Okay, well, I was going to wind down here, so
Okay.
let's just do the go round. Kate, you have anything you want to plug? Any last words?
Well, not really. I mean, go watch Quinn Redshift on my channel. It's a really cool sci-fi animated thingy-do. If you have a half hour free, you'll dig it. Other than that, not really.
Have fun.
Okay, Diane, and you're going to be setting up your stream shortly, probably after you finish your dinner.
Yeah, I just have a couple more bites of chicken to go, and what they call chicken, it's more like asphalt shingles, but and then we'll and pull everybody on who wants to come on and have some fun. For the first time on a Wednesday in a long time.
I'll be a little late for it since I gotta walk the dog and take care of the chickens. But
yep.
Okay.
Why does that sound dirty?
Okay,
I don't know.
You put up your thing about drilling holes in your bins. You got anything else happening?
Not at the moment. I guess I still have the DIY pH soil test to do, and guess I'm working on. Oh, if anybody wants to send me in, and I'm trying to get 10 random flower facts. I got 4 of them so far.
What kind of flower facts?
Just random flower facts.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but anything that ends in pack like that makes me think it's DLC for a video game.
Fact, not packed.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, with that then, I just would like to thank all the people who helped me keep things going here. Skitscrasher, of course, is my biggest contributor. Diana here and Greg Hartwick in the side chat. Robert X, Southern Cell, and Vonrek, and Kitty the Atheist. You know, I appreciate you all helping me keep things going. And I do not say often enough how much I appreciate Junie doing all the artwork for me. So, with that, I will bid you all a good day, and we will catch you next week.
Enjoy.